Good morning, all. Let us see the next examples. For this, we are using partial fraction method. So, in last lecture, in inverse Laplace transform chapter, we have seen how to apply the inverse Laplace formulae. Then how to apply first shifting property, then second shifting property. Now we can see how to find the given example inverse Laplace transform by using partial fraction method. So for partial fraction method, the basic rules first we have to study. These examples or these rules we have studied in 12th standard or 11th standard. So just revise these rules. So the rules are basic step for this partial fraction method is we have to separate out the brackets which are in denominator. So for separate out the brackets which are in denominator, we have to use the partial fraction method. So by partial fraction method, it is very easy to find the inverse Laplace transform. So in first chapter, Laplace transform, the particular example we have to solve by that property only, because by any other property we can't solve that same example. But in inverse Laplace transform, one example you can solve by many methods. So this is the difference between first and second chapter. That is, in first chapter, Laplace transform chapter, there is a particular example for particular property. But in inverse Laplace transform, one example you can solve uh, by partial fraction method, by division by s method, by shifting property, by second shifting property, etc. Means one example you can solve by other method also. So if there that example one student is solved that example by partial fraction method, so the other student can solve that same example by convolution theorem also. So this is the difference between these two chapters. So in second chapter, the options are open to have the answer of inverse Laplace transform. So the next method is partial fraction method. So the rules are rule number 1, for numerator upon denominator terms, if the denominator is linear and non-repeated factor. Linear means these rules are in x variable and we have to apply for s variable. You can imagine, instead of x, you can imagine that s variable. So if x raised to power is 1, or in this s raised to power is 1, here s raised to nothing means power is 1, here s raised to nothing means power is 1. So the highest power of s is 1, then that factor or that bracket is called linear bracket or linear factor, and that should not be repeated. Means if denominator is of first type, there are four types. So first type is the bracket should be linear and non repeated. Then how to use the constant or how to introduce the constants. So these are the unknown constants. So these are the rules for first step of partial fraction method. So these are the this is the first step for finding the first step. These are the four types or four rules only for finding the first step. The next method or next steps in partial fraction method, we can see in solving the example. So for finding this first equation, you can see this example. Find the inverse Laplace transform by using partial fraction method. So this is your equation number 1, and for this equation number 1 only, we have to remember these four rules only for this first step, and it belongs 1 mark in exam. And by this step only you can solve the further steps or further partial fraction method. So if this step going wrong in exam, then you will get 0 marks. So carefully we have to apply one of the rule from these four types to the given example. So for having this first step, these are the four types. So first type is, if the denominator is linear or non-repeated factor, then we have to write that given example numerator upon denominator form is equal to a upon first factor plus b upon second factor. Rule number 2 is, if denominator is linear and repeated in this form, for example numerator is anything, there is no any changes, or any numerator you can see in this example, the types, the rules of these four types are not depend on this numerator, it depends on the denominator first. So just see the denominator. So if the denominator is linear and repeated, linear means the power is 1, x raised to power is 1 or s raised to highest power is 1, and that bracket is repeated. If that bracket is repeated 2 times, then apply the second type rule, that is the given example we have to take is equal to a upon first bracket or a upon single bracket plus b upon bracket square. So these first two rules are for linear brackets, linear non-repeated factors, linear repeated factors. Third and fourth rule for partial fraction method are for quadratic roots or quadratic equation. So if third type is, or third rule is, if the given example is of the type numerator upon quadratic equation and which is not repeated. The quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c type. If the quadratic equation is present in denominator, then you have to take the constants as is equal to, the given example is equal to ax plus b. Instead of x, while solving the example, we have to take, instead of x, we have to take s. So ax plus b upon that quadratic equation. So this is your third type. Rule number 4 is, the given example is of the type numerator upon quadratic equation and which is repeated. For example, numerator upon ax square plus bx plus c bracket square, this bracket is repeated 2 times, then we have to take the rule as, the given example is equal to ax plus b upon a single quadratic equation plus cx plus d upon quadratic equation its square. So these are the 4 rules we have to apply for obtaining first step. So first 2 rules are for linear brackets or linear factors, and third and fourth rule for quadratic equation. So let us see the first example of partial fraction method. Find the inverse Laplace transform of following function by using partial fraction method. Inverse of s square plus 2s minus 3 upon s into s minus 3 s plus 2. So here there are 3 terms, s minus 3 and s plus 2, and the power of each term is s raised to 1, s raised to 1, s raised to 1. That is, these brackets are linear brackets and no any single bracket or no any bracket is repeated. That is, s is single, not repeated, s minus 3 is not repeated, s plus 2 is not repeated. So this denominator is of the type first rule, linear brackets and which are not repeated. Then we have to take, if 2 brackets are there, then we have to take 2 constants. Here 3 terms are, in this example, s minus 3 and s plus 2. So take 3 constants. So it is, you can remember as a rule that number of brackets or number of factors equal to number of constants. Number of factors equal to number of constants. So this is your hint for not mistaken. Let us see. So s square plus 2s minus 3 s minus 3 s plus 2. So take this example is equal to numerator upon denominator, given example is equal to a upon first bracket plus b upon second bracket plus c upon third bracket, a upon s plus b upon second bracket s minus 3 plus c upon third bracket c upon s plus 2. So this is your first step by using these four rules. So from above these four rules we are using this first rule because the denominator brackets are linear and non-repeated. Linear means the highest power of s should be 1. So s raised to 1, s raised to 1, s raised to 1. Hence these are the linear brackets. So take for each bracket there is a constant, that is a upon first term plus b upon second term plus c upon third term. So this is your first step. The next step is we have to simplify this right side. So how to simplify? If two brackets are present in example, then take cross multiplication and write the next step. If three terms are present, then use LCM method. So LCM method is we have to solve these three terms, that is we have to solve this addition by using LCM method. LCM of s minus 3, s plus 2. So no need to think more because there is a hint you can remember as the LCM of denominator is always present in any example on the left side. So this is your LCM. So LCM of s minus 3, s plus 2 is always present on the left side in the denominator. So s minus 3, s plus 2 LCM is s into s minus 3 into s plus 2. So here how to use LCM method? So for LCM method, so this left side your given example as it is equal to, we have to write as this three terms addition by using LCM method is write LCM in denominator, then a into LCM upon s plus b into LCM upon the denominator factor s minus 3 plus c into LCM upon, here c denominator factor is s plus 2. So s plus 2. So this is the important step for solving or simplifying the three terms by using LCM method. So this is your rule. Remember this rule. In any example you can use this rule as it is. Just replace s minus 3, s plus 2 by the given brackets in the given example. So the given example is equal to, solve this right side by LCM method if there are three terms. So a into LCM upon s, and the LCM is of your denominator. So denominator three terms are s minus 3, s plus 2, and LCM of these three terms is your denominator of the left side. It is always same in any example that denominator is your LCM, left side denominator is your LCM. So write a into that LCM is s minus 3, s plus 2 upon s plus b into LCM upon s plus c into LCM upon s plus 2, and again main denominator LCM, that is s minus 3, s plus 2. Then simplify, cancel this s, here it is s minus 3, so s minus 3 get cancelled, s plus 2 get cancelled. So remaining term is a into s minus 3, s plus 2 plus b into s plus 2 plus c into s s minus 3 upon LCM is s minus 3 s plus 2. So this is your LCM method. The required left side is s square plus 2s minus 3 upon s minus 3 s plus 2. So simplifying left side and right side, the denominator is same. So cancel this denominator and write numerator term equal to numerator. So this is your method. Remember this rule. So in this example, I have written directly numerator equal to left side numerator equal to right side numerator. So this is your numerator. A into s minus 3s plus 2 plus bs s plus 2 plus cs s minus 3. So first step is, by using these 4 rules, write this or introduce these constants. This is your equation number 1. Then if there are 2 terms present in example, then cross multiplication, take the cross multiplication and write numerator equal to numerator. This your step is next step. Next step is your numerator equal to numerator step. If two terms are there, then take cross multiplication and write numerator equal to numerator. If there are 3 terms, then use this LCM method and then write, by cancelling the denominator, write numerator equal to numerator. So here left side numerator is this, right side numerator by using LCM method is this. So this is your next step. First step is by using these 4 rules. This is your equation number 1. Introduce the constants. Then take the cross multiplication or use the LCM method and write numerator equal to numerator. So the next step is, we have to put the particular values of s so that we can find the constant values. So the next step is, we have to find the values of constants. So how to find the constants? So again there is a hint. See the right side total brackets on the right side of this numerator equal to numerator equation. So the brackets are s minus 3 s plus 2 and this is your single term s. So take these brackets equal to 0. So s minus 3 equal to 0 gives s equal to 3. S plus 2 equal to 0 gives s equal to minus 2. So to have the s values, see the right side brackets, total number of brackets, and they take these brackets equal to 0 and find the s values. This is your rule. And as this is the hint, number of factors equal to number of constants, again there is a hint that it is enough to put these 2 values to find the 3 constants. No. So again there is a hint. The number of constants, whatever the total number of constants, these number of s values we have to take. Number of constants equal to number of s values. So here 3 constants are present, a, b, c, and by taking 2 brackets equal to 0, we get 2 s values. So it is not matched. 3 constants and 2 s values. So to having this equality, we have to take the another value randomly, another value of s randomly, and take that random value of s as 0. So this is again a rule. Carefully see this first example. If you understand this first example, then you can easily go with the next examples of this partial fraction method. So here linear and non-repeated factors present. So use first rule, introduce the 3 constants. Right side, solve the or simplify the right side of this equation 1 by using LCM method and write, and after simplifying, that is cancelling the denominator of left side and right side, we get numerator equal to numerator. Then find the values of constants present in the example, that is find the values of a, b, c by putting the values of s. And there is a rule that number of constants present in the example equal to, we have to take number of that much of s values. So 3 constants, so we have to take 3 s values to find the values of ABC. So there is a hint that in numerator equal to numerator equation, see the right side total brackets. There are two brackets, s minus 3, s plus 2. Take these brackets, each bracket equal to 0, and find the values of s. So we get s minus 3 equal to 0, s plus 2 equal to 0. We get two values of s, that is minus 2 and 3. But for equality of this rule, we have to take the third s value, and this third s value, because no any other bracket is present on this right side, so take random value of s, and that random value of s you can take as 0. The basic rule is you can take any random value of s, you can take 1 2 3 4 etc. But for easy calculation, you take s equal to third value, s equal to 0. So put these three values in this numerator equal to numerator equation, that is equation number 2. So put s equal to minus 2 on left side and right side, put s equal to 3 on left side and right side, put s equal to 0 on left side and right side. So we have equations. By putting s equal to minus 2, we get minus 3 equal to 10c. By putting s equal to 3, we get 12 equal to 15b. And by putting s equal to 0 in this second equation, we get minus 3 equal to minus 6a. So solving, c equal to minus 3 by 10, b equal to 12 by 15, that is 4 by 5, a equal to minus 3 upon minus 6, that is 1 by 2. This minus sign get cancelled and 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. So we get ABC values. Put these ABC values in equation 1, which is your first step of this example. So the given example equal to a upon plus b upon plus c upon. Put these values of ABC. A upon means half upon s, plus b upon 4 by 5 upon s minus 3, plus c upon c value is negative, so minus 3 by 10 upon s plus 2. So to find the inverse of this required example, by using partial fraction method, we get that required term is equal to right side. And to find the inverse Laplace transform of this required example, that is to find the inverse Laplace transform of this right side. So by using partial fraction method, the denominator brackets are separated in this form, and then it is very easy to find the inverse Laplace transform of this right side, means of your required example, by using direct formula of inverse Laplace transform. So take take inverse of this bracket, means each bracket we have to, or each term we have to take the inverse. So half into inverse of 1 by s, 1 by s inverse is 1, plus 4 by 5 you write as it is as constant. So inverse of 1 upon s minus 3. So for that 1 upon s minus 3, we have to use this formula, 1 upon s minus 3. So a value is 3. Compare this left side with this s minus 3. A value is 3. Put a value here, so we get e raised to 3t. So 1 upon s minus 3 inverse is e raised to 3t. Same formula we can apply here. So minus 3 by 10 as it is. 1 upon s plus 2. 1 upon s plus 2. That is a value is 2 right here, e raised to minus 2t. So 1 upon s plus 2 inverse is e raised to minus 2t. 1 upon s minus 3 inverse is e raised to 3t. 1 upon s inverse is 1. So this is your final answer. So the steps for partial fraction method are: to solve the given example, see the denominator factors or denominator brackets if present. If not present, then we have to factorize the denominator and we have to get the brackets or factors. Then see the factors type from this 4 rule. If it is linear or quadratic, linear repeated, linear non-repeated, quadratic non-repeated. So see these 4 rules and use one of the rule. So that is your first equation. Then simplify the right side. If 2 brackets present, then take cross multiplication. If 3 brackets present, then use the LCM method and simplify the right side. Again by simplifying, that is cancelling the denominator on both sides, we get numerator equal to numerator. So this is your equation number 2. Put the s values in equation 2 and find the constant values. So we have to check that whatever the number of constants present in the example, that number of values, s values, we have to take. Here 3 constants, so we have to take, or we have to put 3 s values in this equation number 2. If the number is not matched, that is number of, in this example number of constants are 3, and by taking the right side brackets from this equation number 2, these brackets equal to 0, take the right side brackets, total number of brackets, each bracket equal to 0, find the value of s, and if these values of s are not matched with the number of constants, that is from this bracket we get only 2 values and total number of constants are 3. So we have to take total 3 s values. So for third value of s, take random value of s and take as 0. So this is your, you can remember as a rule. Third value if not given in the example, so we have to take randomly as 0. So put these 3 values in this equation number 2 and find the ABC values. Again put these ABC values in this equation number 1 and then take the inverse of this required example is equal to inverse of this right side. And by using the dyad inverse formulae, you can find the inverse of your given example. Next example is L inverse of 1 plus 2s upon s plus 2 bracket square into s minus 1 brackets. So here there are 2 brackets. One bracket is s plus 2 and second bracket is s minus 1. So here the brackets are repeated 2 times, because bracket square, it means the s plus 2 bracket is repeated 2 times, s minus 1 bracket is repeated 2 times, and in that bracket or for the bracket s plus 2 or s minus 1, the s highest power of s or s power is 1 for the both brackets. Hence, which rule we have to use here, or which type it is? The factors are of the type linear and repeated 2 times. S plus 2 bracket is linear repeated 2 times. S minus 1 is linear bracket and which is repeated again 2 times. So how to apply the rule? So linear and repeated, that is we have to use the second rule. So the second rule is, if the bracket is repeated 2 times, then write a upon single bracket plus b upon bracket square. So here we have to take, so the given example 1 plus 2s upon s plus 2 bracket square upon into s minus 1 bracket square is equal to, for s plus 2 bracket square apply the second rule, a upon single bracket s plus 2 plus b upon bracket square. So this is the rule for the first bracket s plus 2 bracket square. Again we have to apply the rule for s minus 1 bracket square also. So again take the plus sign and apply the rule for s minus 1 bracket square. So again this is linear and repeated 2 times. So take the next constant as c upon single bracket s minus 1 plus d upon bracket square. So this partial fraction second rule for first term s plus 2 bracket square, a upon s plus 2 plus b upon s plus 2 bracket square, and this is for second term s minus 1 bracket square as c upon the next constant we have to use. No constant should be repeated. So c upon s minus 1 plus d upon s minus 1 bracket square. So this is your equation number 1. So this is very important, this equation number 1, because without this equation we can't solve the example, or we can't imagine, or we can't think the further steps. So the equation number 1 should be very it is correct, that is no any mistake should be done by you while applying these 4 rules. Then there are 4 terms. So next step is we have to simplify the right side, cancel the denominators on both sides and write numerator equal to numerator equation. So as there are more than two terms, first, second, third and fourth term. So we have to apply the LCM method. So LCM method is, I have written directly, LCM method is, so this is equal to A into LCM. So what is the LCM of these four terms, four denominators? LCM of s plus 2 bracket square, s minus 1, s minus 1 bracket square. So LCM of these four denominators is, it is rule, that is your left side denominator. So this is your LCM. So remember, you can click, or you can imagine in within 1 second and 2 second the LCM of the right side denominators. So it is, in any example it is fixed that the LCM of right side denominator is your left side denominator. So LCM is, the four terms LCM is s plus 2 bracket square into s minus 1 bracket square. So this denominator is your LCM. So put this LCM in this formula. So given example equal to A into LCM upon, here the bracket is, the bracket with A is s plus 2. So replace this s plus 2. Then plus B into LCM upon s plus 2 bracket square. S plus 2 bracket square. Plus C into LCM upon s minus 1. S minus 1. Again plus D into LCM upon, the bracket with D is s minus 1 bracket square. So D into LCM upon D minus s minus 1 bracket square. So use this LCM rule, and so you can see this is for previous example. So again you can see, given example equal to A into LCM. LCM is s plus 2 bracket square, s minus 1 bracket square upon, the bracket with A is s plus 2. So upon s plus 2, plus B into LCM is, upon B bracket is s plus 2 bracket square, plus C into LCM upon C bracket is s minus 1, plus I can write over here plus D into LCM upon D bracket is s minus 1 bracket. So simplify upon that LCM again. So simplify this, one bracket get cancelled, two brackets get cancelled, s plus 2 bracket square, s plus 2 bracket square, one bracket from s minus 1 get cancelled, and s minus 1 bracket square, s minus 1 bracket square get cancelled. So the remaining is A into s plus 2 s minus 1 square plus B into s minus 1 square plus C into s plus 2 bracket square s minus 1 plus D into s plus 2 bracket square upon that LCM. And on left side, this is your term. So on left side the denominator is LCM, that is this LCM is same as this right side. So this denominator get cancelled with this denominator, and we write numerator equal to numerator. So numerator term is 1 plus 2s, 1 plus 2s equal to this numerator. So this is your numerator. So by using LCM method and by cancelling the brackets, we get numerator equal to numerator. So left side numerator is 1 plus 2s and right side numerator is your this. Next is we have to see the right side total number of brackets, and that brackets, each bracket we have to take as 0. So here brackets are s plus 2, s minus 1. Two brackets are there. So s plus 2, take s plus 2 equal to 0, s minus 1 equal to 0. We get s equal to minus 2 and s equal to 1. S equal to minus 2 and s equal to 1. So as there are 4 constants and we get from these brackets, we get only 2 s values. So again we have to take extra 2 s values, because it is rule total number of constants equal to total number of s values. And from this equation number 2, I have simplified this right side. So this is your equation number 2. That is this square expansion a minus b bracket square, a square minus twice ab plus b square, a square minus 2s plus 1. Again this is same, s plus 2. So use a plus b bracket square, a square plus twice ab plus b square, a square plus 4s plus 4. So here there are two brackets. So take these two brackets equal to 0. So s plus 2 equal to 0 gives s equal to minus 2. S minus 1 equal to 0 gives s equal to 1. So as there are 4 constants, so we have to take 4 s values. So there is another method to find the constants. So by using coefficient method. So this coefficient method is basic method which is used to find the constants from this equation number 2. So for 2 values we get the 2 by putting these 2 values before using the coefficient of s cube method. So one method is by using these brackets equal to 0 we get 2 values, and the remaining s values you can take because there are 4 constants. So take s equal to 0 and s equal to minus 1 because there is a 1 we already taken. So s equal to minus 2, 1, 0, and again you can take negative or positive value, that is 0, minus 1. So you can take s equal to minus 2, 1, 2, 3, or again minus 1. So instead of taking negative values you can take 3. So these 4 values matches with this 4 constants. So number of constant, that is 4, equal to number of s values. So you can take these 4 values and obtain the equations and solve these equations and obtain the values of a, b, c, d. So instead of that I have taken or I have used the coefficient method. So by using this first method, that is this is shortcut method. By using this right side brackets equal to 0, find the s values, put this s values, s equal to minus 2 and 1 by 1 in this equation number 2 we get, put s equal to minus 2 we get, in this equation we get minus 3 equal to 9b, that is we get b value, put s equal to 1 in this equation and simplifying we get d equal to 1 by 3. So by using these two values, by putting these two values of s in this equation number 2 we get two values, that is b and d, and remaining values we have to find a and c. So for that I have used the coefficient method. So the coefficient method is for that, for you before using this coefficient method we have to simplify this equation number 2, that is expand this square. So I expand this square, s minus 1 bracket square, s plus 2 bracket square, and then brackets multiplication we get this equation, and then apply the coefficient method. That is here highest power of s is 3. So this is rule, compare the coefficients. This is your equation number 2, simplified equation number 2. Compare the coefficient of s cube on both sides of this equation number 2. We get on left side s cube term is not present, so coefficient of s cube is we have to take as 0 on left side. There is s term, constant term, but not s cube term present. So for that, but we have to take, it is rule. So we have to take coefficient of s cube on left side as 0. So 0 equal to the coefficient of s cube is a s cube. So s cube coefficient is a. Again c s cube, that is plus c. So this is your first equation. Then compare the coefficient of s square on both sides of this equation number 2. Again s square term is not present. So take s square coefficient as 0. So on right side the s square coefficient is b square, that is coefficient is b, then 3c and plus d. Then compare the coefficient of s. So here s term present, so coefficient of s is 2. So 2 equal to coefficient of s is minus 3a, coefficient of s is minus 2b. Here coefficient of s is not present, coefficient of s is 4 plus 4d. So by using coefficient method, this coefficient method, then again the remaining term is compare the constant on both sides. So see, what is the coefficient method? See the highest power of s. So here s cube is highest term, so compare the coefficient of s cube on both sides, we get the equation. Compare the coefficient of s cube, take with the decreasing order of s, compare the coefficient of s cube, then s square, then s, then constant. So here left side constant is 1, right side constant is 2a plus b minus 4c plus 4d. And with these equations we get the two values, b and d value. B value is minus 1 by 3 and d value is 1 by 3. B and d values we got from the brackets equal to, we have taken the brackets equal to 0, we get the s values. These two values we directly put in this equation number 2, we get the b and d values. And then for remaining for finding the remaining two constant values, we are using the coefficient method. So by coefficient method we get the equations. So solve these equations with using these two values and find the remaining constants, that is values of a and c. So put this b and d value in the second equation, we get c value. So 0 equal to minus 1 by 3 plus 3c plus d value is 1 by 3, 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3. So 0 equal to 3c, that is 0 by 3 equal to 0. So c value is 0. So we get 0, c value as 0. Then b, d and c value we got. The remaining value is a. So put in first equation. So a plus c equal to 0. Write this in the form. So c value is 0. So a value is again 0. So we get the all the constant values. So a value, c value, b and d value we get. Put these constant values in this first equation. So as a and c values are 0, a and c values are 0. So 0 upon s plus 2 0, 0 upon s minus 1 is 0. So the remaining terms are second and third. So the inverse of this required example is equal to L inverse of b value is minus 1 by 3 upon s plus 2 bracket square plus d value is 1 by 3, 1 by 3 upon s minus 1 bracket square. So here to find the inverse of this left side, that is required example, that is to find the inverse of this right side. By after putting the ABCD values, we get this inverse of this term. So minus 1 by 3, 1 upon s plus 2 bracket inverse plus 1 by 3 inverse of 1 upon s minus 1 bracket square. So how to find 1 upon s plus 2 bracket square inverse? So bracket square function is not present in this direct formula. So we can't apply this direct formula. So next method is your first shifting property. So think you can remember the thinking of using the properties in this way, that first think direct formula, check the whether we can use the direct formula, then think first shifting property, then think second shifting property. So here for finding 1 upon s plus 2 bracket square or 1 upon s minus 1 bracket square term is not matched with this direct formula. So think the first shifting property. So for first shifting property, the equation should be in the bracketed form. So here 1 upon s plus 2 bracket square inverse of 1 upon s plus 2 bracket square. So in this, the function is given in the bracketed form and the bracket is s plus 2. So you can apply here shifting property for 1 upon s plus 2 bracket square inverse. Again we can apply 1 upon s minus 1 bracket square inverse. We can apply the shifting property. So here the bracket term is L inverse of 1 upon s minus 1 bracket square. Here the bracketed equation is present already. So bracket is s minus 1. Here bracket is s plus 2. So what is the shifting property? From this bracket, take, as this is a s plus 2, take e raised to minus 2t outside, and for s minus 1, take e raised to 1t outside, and then take L inverse of into L inverse of 1 upon s plus 2. From this bracketed equation, we have to replace this bracket by s. So bracket is s plus 2. So replace that bracket by s. So we get s square. So take inverse of 1 upon s square. Again here same term we get 1 upon, instead of here the bracketed equation is this s minus 1 bracket equation. So replace that bracket, that is s minus 1 bracket by s. So again we get 1 upon s square. So we have to take the inverse of this replaced equation. So s plus 2 is there, so e raised to minus 2t inverse of 1 upon s square. S minus 1 is there, so e raised to t L inverse of 1 upon, again replace by bracket by s, so s square. And 1 upon s square inverse is, now we can, for finding 1 upon s square inverse, we can use this direct formula, inverse formula. So 1 upon s raised to n plus 1, 1 upon s square, compare n plus value is your 2, by simplifying n plus 1 is your 2, n equal to 1. Put this n equal to 1 here, t raised to 1 upon 1 factorial, t raised to 1 upon 1 factorial, that is t. So here again we get inverse of 1 upon s square is t, inverse of 1 upon s square is t. So take this t as common and write, take 1 by 3, again 1 by 3 and t into t take as common, so 1 by 3 t as common, and write this first term as e raised to t minus e raised to minus 2t. So by simplifying we get this answer. Thank you.